Confused.
He's lying
about that. He's not lying.
He's a liar.
Baby, he's not a liar.
He's an Indian liar.
Wait, that was...
No.
We're live.
He's Indian.
We're live.
He's an Indian liar.
I don't know that can... We can't say that.
You didn't. I said it.
He's okay.
Indian and
Thank
he's a
you
liar.
so much for tuning in, you guys. It is Wednesday.
He's an Indian liar.
And it's time for another episode of Marriage Go Round Podcast with Tanjareen and CT. This is episode number 52. We've been doing this 51 weeks, not in a row, but as much as we can on a Wednesday, because we met on a Wednesday, worked together on a Wednesday, got married on a Wednesday. I was born on a Wednesday, and the word wed is in Wednesday. What do you think about, baby?
The bad term, which is giver, wouldn't that technically be...
Oh, you still on that?
Wouldn't it technically be the white people that are blank givers?
Oh my gosh.
Because they gave them something and took it back.
I would like to shout out the people who were in the chat before we got here hours ago. As soon as I created this broadcast, Keena Keen typed, "We ready?" And she posted up. Usually Jordan Taylor's not far behind her. Yeah, there's Keena Keen and Jordan Taylor. Yep, can't wait. It's going to be fun. Autumn Reed.
Well, she got to come in before I just...
Autumn Reed says, marriages are right, marriages go left. Oh, marriages go right, marriages go left. But the best marriages go round. Let's go, MGR.
That was dope.
Thank you for that. Isaac says, what's up, everybody? Hey, Tangent CT. Here comes some quality info. People, take notes. I appreciate you respecting what we learn. We learn on this show, too. You know, I always say we're not experts. We've only been at this more than, 9 years, plus the few years after that we were dating. But, we're learning. First day of school in Huntsville, Alabama, kicked him out early. Cliff Huxtable style. Hey, what's up, Jarrell? First day of school? For summer school? Are y'all going to school? Oh, you're not learning nothing?
It's August. It's probably the first day of their school.
August 1st, though? It's still summertime.
They're kids.
That's messed up. They're supposed to get a whole 3 months of summer.
Are they supposed to get that?
Yes. You get out around May, then you get June, July, August. You go back on Labor Day weekend. Or if you're in college, you go back the last week of August. But the first week of August?
I remember going back
on a Wednesday?
Middle of August. And then you had the 3-day weekend, and next month it was like, oh, this is cool.
Well, you went to school in Detroit.
Well, I don't know how California schools are set up, but every day is the summer for y'all.
To start school and then have you go home for a 3-day weekend is silly.
It's a 3-day, you're only missing the Monday.
Hey, Natasha. She says, hey, Team Reen, what's up? Latasha and Natasha in the building. They're both on my Patreon, so they are Team Reen members.
I don't like the cut of your jib.
And I love the cut of yours.
I don't like the cut of your jib today.
I love the cut of yours every day. And if you are in my... Another complaint! That's your theme song. Go.
I'm not about to sing it.
Go. That's your theme song.
Stop. I hate when you prompt people.
Another complaint. Then I go, what is it this time, CT? Another complaint.
The tap.
Come on, give it to him. Let him know. What's up, Emperor Kev?
So, ladies and gentlemen, are we catching each other up from our previous weeks?
Of course we are. After we sing the theme song, but I was gonna let them know.
That's that theme song.
No, you thought I was gonna forget? Because if I do, it's written here on my very professional technical show rundown.
Delta, Sigma, Theta.
Theta.
I just said that.
Theta.
I'm not about to emphasize the ta.
That's important. Anyways, Delta, Sigma, Theta. Anyways, I was saying... Is there
a theta out there to distinguish the theta and
Can
theta?
I finish my thoughts?
I
was saying that if you're on my Patreon, we are going to a screening in my Discord today. Hope you got enough oxygen, because oxygen is important. That's great. I'm glad you're healthy.
I'm so healthy.
If you're on my Patreon, that means you're part of Team Reen, and we're having a screening right after this Marriage Go Round episode in the Discord for my new TV show that I'm not allowed to promote on social media because of the actor and writer strike.
He's scabbing.
He's scabbing?
He's scabbing.
No, he's not.
He promoted it today.
Did he?
Yeah, on his page. He's scabbing.
He probably don't know no better.
Rip the scab off. He acted brand new.
Lexi's Patreon game, Team Reen. You hitting that tub really hard.
Thank you, guys.
Guy trip is very important to my organization. Anyways, let's sing the theme song.
It would be very important if there were thetas out there with that as the middle name.
It's not about comparison.
So why do you hit the TA so hard?
Because we are distinguished, dynamic, devastating ladies.
That's why you guys are Delta
Incorporated. Can we do the theme song now? You ready?
Yeah.
You've been doing a great job at it. I want to give you your props.
Oh, thanks. Way to butter me up. Let's get it over with.
You mean let's enjoy it together?
Yep, that's exactly what I mean.
You mispronounced let's enjoy it together. Yes.
crazy.
Here we go. Please share this broadcast. Please put a positive emoji underneath it. If you're watching on YouTube on the replay, under the video, go ahead and type something cool that you liked about this episode so we can get in the algorithm. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8. Marriage go round! Marriage go round! Tanjareen and CT's marriage go round!
Because it's married things and things are rock. Married things and things are rock. The Real Relationship Podcast. Blocka, blocka, blocka.
High five. That was great. I saw the shoulders. I saw the arms folded. I'm impressed. You okay?
Just get some oxygen.
Okay, and you were just exhaling as well. So you're releasing carbon dioxide.
Get so much healthy
Excellent.
air.
Jordan Taylor says, always love the theme song, you guys. Appreciate that.
You know who you were as a little girl? You were the girl.
Amazing.
You were the girl that when people came over to play with you and your dolls, you're like, no, the ladies are taking a nap right now.
That's so stupid.
They'll be around for playing in a couple of hours. Maybe we have our watercress sandwiches.
I wish I was that bougie. I didn't even know what watercress sandwiches were yet. I never
Man.
had tea parties or any of that stuff.
Let
but I
us
see it
have
on
fun.
TV. We are having fun,
That's not
baby.
the schedule. Fun is scheduled for later in the afternoon.
I was always somebody who liked to have details and schedules.
I know.
Yes.
I just
So,
described that perfectly.
We're not gonna change the theme song. King Diesel. I was waiting on somebody to give us some more suggestions. The time that I had him change it, he made it an opera song. The 50th
Marriage go round, Tanjareen and CT's marriage go round.
and
It's married things and married things. Blocka, blocka, blocka.
And Slick Tafari offered to sing or rap a new song for us on our 50th episode, and he was a no-show. So if you guys give us something, we will see. Watch out now, CT. What's up, Maestro? Not prim and proper Tanjareen, Natasha. I was never.
That's how she was.
What's up,
Telling
Bandersnatch?
you, Bandersnatch.
Jordan Taylor says CT has a great voice.
Thanks, Jordan Taylor.
Why do you laugh at your compliment?
Because I'm ready for complaint time.
Didn't somebody say they were gonna rap a new theme song? Yes, Slick Tafari. Slick Tafari. That was my first time seeing that, and CT had that. These are the things, and I have to agree to keep a happy marriage. What's up, Breland? That's Breland over in Charlotte, North Carolina. My mom is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, stop everything.
Everything.
Everything stops.
It stops right now. The
It's-
things that are every.
It's August 2nd. And that means it is Mama Reen's birthday, Barbara Martin's birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to my mommy.
Happy birthday,
You
Barbara.
gonna sing to her?
What? Why do
Because
you
you
keep
have an
doing
amazing,
prompts?
you have an amazing voice.
I don't, and I definitely don't work under pressure.
What if I tickle you?
That's pressure. I just said that's pressure.
Happy birthday,
Happy
mommy.
birthday
We love you
to
so
my baby Barbara.
much. We'll see you this weekend for your amazing Barbie's Backyard Barbecue, huh? You like that name? Okay.
Oh, you calling her Barbie?
Yeah, Barbie's Backyard Barbecue.
That's
I was
hilarious.
hoping I had thought of that when I made the invitation, but I did not.
You did not.
Happy birthday, Mama
It was
Reen.
right in front of you
Happy
too.
birthday.
They
I
could
know.
this movie for months.
I know. Silly me. Happy birthday. Look at all the love you're getting, Mommy. Mama Reen. Yay.
She's the best.
So,
You know what she
anything- What'd she say?
So I sent her a happy birthday message this morning.
Yeah, you did. I was
Like, right after
next to you.
midnight.
Yeah, I was right there. We were watching TV.
Yeah. And well, they don't know that. Is it okay if I describe it to them?
Can I also let them know as well?
Yeah, that's a good point. So I said I gave her a birthday message, and then she says, "Good morning. So very sweet of you to say such nice things. It's nice to know your in-laws have warm feelings for you. Bless you now and forever in all your endeavors." And, I laughed personally. Endeavors.
Yeah, we talk about endeavors.
Side
all the time.
note: whenever I say, it's like when women break up with men, they always give them the business voice. I wish you nothing but the best in all your endeavors.
And they don't mean it.
So, right,
But
but
she means it.
but it still made me laugh. So I said to her, "You're the best. You have never been an in-law to me, always a second mom. So nothing but the warmest feelings."
Or a fourth mom, because you got like.
I have two.
Yeah.
And then she's the third, but she's
Okay.
like, you don't want to tell somebody on their birthday?
You're like the third mom to me.
No, but she's like a second mother.
That's hilarious. Well, thank you. I'm so glad that you and my mommy are so cool. We
She's
already
the
have
best.
people coming into the green room. So let me explain how this show works. If this is your first time watching, like I said, it's episode number 52 of the Marriage Go Round podcast. This show is interactive. Your comments can end up on the screen. You can also click the link in the description where you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, and get on camera with us. We're only talking about relationships, dating, marriage, divorce, widowed, whatever. Relationships is the topic. We will talk about some funny memes, and we will have a good time, and we'll be out of here in time for me to grab a snack and watch my screening. Yes, baby?
This is you and your friends when you're a little. Oh yeah, Barbie's in our dream house. No, Barbie does not go home until after work. Barbie only eats food that I cook for her. She doesn't like bread.
Sweetie, I feel like you're trying to.
Barbie's a vegan, okay? There's no pork bacon around Barbie.
She is.
That's like controlling you were as a little girl.
I feel like you're trying to have a cry for help about how you feel in this marriage.
How was your week? What you do last week until today?
I can't remember anything except that I've been on the picket lines a lot at Warner Brothers. I took today off to do this podcast. I was there yesterday. I've been meeting some amazing writers and actors, also running into some familiar faces that you guys know. And I've actually spent all morning and last night, not all of it, but I'm coordinating a picket line karaoke event.
What?
And a soul food catering on the same day at Warner Brothers Studios. I believe the date we're going to go with is Friday, August 11th. Nice. So if anybody's in LA and they want to come and support the labor strike of the actors and writers and get some food and sing, that's what I've been working on.
Congratulations to you being so helpful and controlling. I mean, just
you know what? Productive. You accidentally said controlling, and I know it's because it rhymes with productive.
Yeah, controlling that's the mirror version. A lot of people don't know. It's the brother and sister.
I feel like I feel like you got another complaint.
Another complaint.
But couldn't sing my mama happy birthday. But anyway, what you been up to?
Because no pressure with that. The world's watching when you say sing happy birthday.
What have you been up to?
Even
sweetheart?
if you're busy, if somebody's birthday is around and they'll be like, hey, everybody, we about to sing happy birthday. And everybody be like, cool. And they'll be like, wait a minute, such and such can sing. Everybody be like, go for it. And you just be like.
And if they can sing, they go for it and they make themselves get more popular. My mom says, thank you, everyone. I love you all.
So, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm always dying inside when I see you. I hope that's a good dying and not you hate us.
Yeah, he said you his crush and some other stuff. He loves your beautiful lips and sexy nose.
Oh, well, hey, King Babe. I'm crushing on you, sweetheart. Well, thank you. I hope you know this is my husband.
Hey, don't even worry about that. Show your love where it really is. Send some cash apps. Show them that you love her. I bet the comments stop.
Join that Patreon. It's only 20 cents a day, $5 a month. Anyway, baby, what you been up to so we can get into this
No, you're going first.
I just finished. I was talking about my picketing. I was talking about the event I'm having. I said I'm done, and then I said,
did y'all see her eyebrow go up because she's like, nigga, are you listening? That's what that face was.
I don't say the N-word.
You do. They don't even know the real you. Barbara don't even know the real you. I'm the only one that gets to see the true villain. Y'all see the sweet face? She unzips it after every podcast.
I'm a clone.
No, you're not a clone. It's the real you. This is just a mask of a beautiful woman. And there's a monster underneath, ladies and gentlemen. That's very healthy.
So much. Ask her if I can borrow $20. You talking to my mama, Guy Trip? Said, if you love us so much, mama, let him borrow $20.
No, he's not talking. We're talking about.
He said, if she loves us so much.
He probably meant he. Because he's talking about King
my mom says, I love you all.
Oh, well, excuse me. I was trying to give him an out.
Screaming for help. Is that right?
Anyway, so my week.
Go ahead,
baby. Just gave this young super chat and says, super chat to help CT warm up his singing voice.
Yay! These kisses are just for you, Autumn Reed. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this tangerine tree.
So let's see. Since last week, did I perform last week?
Usually. I can't remember.
I don't remember what I did last week, but I do remember one thing that I did, and that is fill up Tanjareen's gas tank. And
I saw that yesterday, and I said, did I go to the gas tank to the station? It wasn't last week. Was it yesterday?
It was Sunday.
Because I went to the picket line, and I was like, did I stop for gas? Because I know I meant to. Then I was like, no, I must have, because I remember going in that direction. So that was you.
I remember going in that direction.
Oh.
You are ridiculous. I'm good.
Thank you, baby.
I don't even want it.
My favorite thing about you is how you wait for the show to embarrass me in front of everybody. Thank you so much.
I got more. Are you ready?
No.
Another complaint.
Thank you. Because I want to say, when I was growing up, I used to see people whose husbands would go fill up all the gas tanks on Sunday. If they had 3 or 4 cars, they would go take them to the gas station and fill them up for the family or for the wife. And I was like, oh, I wish somebody would do that for me when I get older. And you do that. And I think that's so sweet. It's like the third time you've done it.
Way more than when you were a kid, seeing those people do that for their wives, because gas when we were kids was like $1.
Yeah.
So of course he's gonna fill up several cars in today's society. Anyway.
Thank you, baby.
Also, let's see your week. Oh, you went on a date yesterday.
That's real relationship stuff.
Yeah, that's real relationship stuff.
Because gas ain't cheap.
Gas
y'all.
ain't cheap, yo. How was your
Pretty
date?
sure all husbands do that. Jordan, tell me they
talk
don't
about
not
my
do
dates
that.
all the time. How was your date?
Okay, if we'll call it a date, it was great actually. It's a friend of mine that I haven't talked to since I was in college.
What?
And he texts me I text him on his birthday and his kid's birthday, and he'll text me on my birthday. And then he was like, let's do lunch, let's catch up. And it was so fun because he's a hood dude.
Of course.
So he had all these funny stories about people getting shot at. I mean, not funny, but I was just like, yo, his life is like what I left when I moved out of Inglewood.
Well, shot at is funny.
It's not.
Shot at is hilarious.
Well, someone was murdered and he saw it, and it was a semi-automatic rifle that did it. So it was like out of a movie the way he described it. And I was like, oh my God. And he set the scene. He's a great storyteller. So he told me various stories about things in his life. And I was just like, what?
Yeah.
And then finally I was like, I need to go because I want to get to farmer's market before it closes. But it was fun.
Good for you.
Yeah. Is that compared to the big booty fine girls you've been taking to the movies and not telling me about?
Oh, I told you about both of them. And
after the fact.
No. I mean, well, I had to tell you after the movie. That's when it happened.
Right, but I told you before I went to eat. I said, this is what I'm about to do.
Do you think that softened any blow?
Yes.
Number two.
Because it wasn't a date like you've been going.
None of these girls have told me stories that had me intrigued.
Because you're busy trying to smash.
No, the story has been on the screen that was provided for us by studios.
Except for when you guys went to eat before the movie.
No, that was a burger is not considered going to eat.
Yes,
like
it is.
It's fine dining.
That's your favorite thing. Remember
Burgers?
I said you eat like an 8-year-old burger, pizza. We talked about this wings.
First of all, I eat wings made more than I've ever eaten a burger. Number two,
you're deflecting.
I'm not deflecting. You just deflected about your date, trying to put it on me.
King Diesel talking about you giving me gas for my car. Wow, so underappreciated. Stay strong, CT. It doesn't get better. Because he said women never appreciate it when you do that. That's what Tank said. They don't remember when you fill the tank.
Today's Wednesday. I was like, any day now, she'll be like, oh, my gas tank. And I was like, this is
I didn't leave Monday, but yesterday is when I went somewhere, and yesterday is when I noticed, and that was Tuesday. So thank you.
I hate you, Tanjareen. With all of my bile.
Y'all killing me with that. I wish a dude would try to take my wife out. Cats just aren't trustworthy like that. Jarrell, our relationship is so different because he's been on 3 movie dates since November.
2.
3.
Oh, well, since November.
Yes. Oh, wait. What did I walk into? CT taking chicks to the movies? Yes, Sandy. Watch some previous episodes.
I love how y'all hear about these movie dates, but they don't care about lunch and stories and intrigue. And her having her face like this, listening to a man's stories. But I can't sit in silence with a theater full of people.
After taking her to eat, and you paid for the dinner, and you paid for the movies,
and
wasn't
you didn't
tell me about it. You slipped up with one of them, and I was like, "Wait, you saw that movie?"
That's a lie.
And we had never talked about wanting to see the movie, so the fact that you went to see it with somebody meant you just really wanted to spend time with that person.
No,
it doesn't matter if it
movie
just came out, because you tell me before movies come out that you're interested in them. You never mentioned that one before.
I had just
Hood
came
Dude
out.
Dates, brunch and bail bonds by Chef Strickland. Autumn Reed always
Chef
with the hitters. My Guan families. What's up, Jazzy? Hope everyone's blessed. Are we finished?
Jazzy Bussa.
Are we finished arguing?
I'm not arguing. I was just letting you deflect, and I was just responding.
Now his favorite thing is the snack. Let's say a bucket of chicken. Green Ranger. What? CT, come on, bro. So anyways, let's get into some
Sandy, you know what's funny? Women really look out for other women. No matter how ridiculous the stuff that y'all do is, y'all will take up for a woman. A woman can be arrested for burning someone's house down. And a woman will be in the comments like, well, we don't know the whole story about why she did it.
Exactly. Come on.
What?
Rest in peace, Left Eye. So, besides, I don't like this part of my hair. I'm sorry, you guys. I should have taken time to do it, but I did not. Okay, so let's go to...
It looks great. It looks so good.
You're so full of it.
It looks so nourished and intrigued. It's probably been told stories to. Your hair has probably been entertained perfectly.
Oh my goodness, this
by
is
a
so
college
funny.
friend that's good. Please, as if he went to school.
I'm not sure why you're putting him down.
Defending him. Huh?
No, but I didn't put down any of the big booty beautiful girls.
You just said they're big booties and they're beautiful.
Those are compliments.
Those
are compliments.
I gave him compliments. He was intriguing. He was hilarious.
You are full of it.
He was so hood.
If you're just getting in, folks,
this
is episode.
DJ Khaled wanted him on the remix.
If you're just getting in, this is episode 50. That was funny.
He should have been on the original version.
This is episode 52 of the Marriage Go Round podcast. Today is August 2nd and it's my mother's birthday. So go ahead and say happy birthday to Mama Reen in the chat and slip that RIP, slip the RIP left eye. I mean, she was setting houses on fire. It's only 3 pieces of chicken. It just came in a big boy bucket. Autumn Reed's got your back.
Thank you, Autumn.
But it was 4 pieces and we all know that.
It was 4. But I only ate the 2.
And then you ate 2 later, which equals 4. Anyways, we're going to move
Different
on.
times.
I'm going to talk about this. We like to talk about fun memes on here. And we also have somebody who wants to catch us up on relationships in the green room. But let's see what these memes are saying today. This one was from a site on Instagram, Spiritual Word. Men only, but I'm going to open this to everyone. What's the pettiest reason you stopped talking to someone? What's the pettiest reason you broke up with somebody? We're talking about petty breakups. First thing that comes to mind, I was probably 22, dating this guy, super, super, super nice. And I was already trying to get over that phase of not being turned off by nice guys. Because, you know, when you're younger, you don't want a nice guy. But one day we were kissing. And I opened my eyes and I looked up at him and he was wearing glasses. And I wear glasses, but I wear contacts. But the way he looked, when I looked up at him with his glasses and the way his face looked, I was like, I don't like him no more. And I just stopped calling him. Isn't that silly? That is so petty. You trying to think of the most petty time you broke up with somebody?
There was one young lady. I didn't like her listening face.
See?
Like I was talking to her and she was like,
she gave the Tay Diggs, but worse.
Like, I couldn't deal with that. There was another girl. Her toes were too long. I was like, I can't be around this. There was another girl. I was really feeling her too. And then I saw her take her sneakers off. She's like, I gotta change shoes. She took her sneakers off and she ain't had no socks on. And I was like, ugh. And then
yeah, that's a big red flag for us.
Big red flag. If I see somebody with sneakers and no socks, I'm like, I just want to vomit on them.
Yeah.
What's another good one? Oh, there was another girl who she had lipstick on her teeth, and I'm like, you applied that much that you don't even realize. All right.
Well, no, if it's red lipstick, for some reason, it just goes to our teeth. Was it red? Like reds and burgundies, they go straight to our teeth. I don't know why that is. It's very annoying, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the person applied a lot. But that made you just be turned off by her?
Yep. Also, I didn't like the smell of one girl's perfume. She smelled like an old lady and we were 18.
So you didn't just give her advice on that? You just were like, I'm not going to see her no more.
Nah, let it go. It was another girl. She didn't look her age. Like she was older than me, but she acted like she was way older. And we were running around some people that was around our age, and she just stood out like the mama. And I was like, I'm not dating her no more.
Oh, she was trying to do too much.
No, she was just being herself, normal. But I was like, no, this feels like my mother chaperoning a hangout.
Natasha says, I broke up with a dude because he had an ugly car.
Now that's petty. That's petty.
Is it pettier than somebody's listening face?
Yeah, because you got a listening face is, you got to see that forever? A car. That's getting you from A to B. Also, you inside the car, so you ain't got to look at the outside.
But somebody's got to pick you up, and people can see you get picked up in it, or drop you off, or when you go to it from the restaurant.
She should be so lucky.
Oh my goodness, he's judging you, but he shouldn't be. Natasha, thank you for sharing. Yes, Jazzy, CT just went into thought overdrive for 30 seconds straight. One face, no blink. Exactly when I asked that question. Ashley says sneakers with no socks. That's bad odor right there.
Exactly.
Thank you for knowing that. Yeah, long toes. Do it. I'm not a sock person. Does that mean?
That means she does not like socks. Latasha, you out of control.
So you just be out here with tennis shoes in the summertime, just letting it sweat up? Uh-oh.
Shoes smell like death when you take them off at the crib.
Sandy says, my pettiest was just because he was turning 21, club age. Ironically, he was one of the first period to wish me a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday, Sandy.
Happy birthday, Sandy.
You and Barbara got the same birthday.
Oh, you broke up with him because he was turning 21 and you felt like he was going to be in the clubs and you don't want to be with him more? Is that what you're trying to say? That's interesting. Happy birthday to you, Sandy J. What are you going to say, baby?
I can't remember.
CT, how many girls did you have? Laughing emoji.
Here's the thing that I realized the other day. It's not even about body count. It's about the quality of body. Yeah.
Okay. Her wig had a bad odor. I even offered to buy her a new one. Emperor Kev, solutions. You're about solutions.
I like that.
I like that too. And what did she say? No, no, thank you. I'm good. Me and my wig don't need you, boo-boo. Like, how did she not let you help her upgrade? CT said, I see your one petty reason. Let me give you 12. Exactly. And then judge the car reason. That is hilarious.
Because that's just wild. But judging somebody, what I'm talking about is a hygiene thing. Chicks walking around with sneakers and no socks. Not talking about you, Latasha, but I'm kind of talking about you. When somebody walks around with sneakers and no socks, that's gross, bro.
It is gross. I didn't like his car, Autumn Reed says. He drove a Saturn that smelled like dogs and Ginete. That's funny.
That's
funny.
Now
so
that's something.
He tried to spray over the dog smell with some drugstore cologne.
Your dog need to be cleaner.
Yeah, dogs be all over the place though outside. Raw dog and shoes is crazy. Thank you, Lexi Lex. You got to wear socks with tennis shoes. Yes, Clarence. What's up, DJ C Sharp? Not a tennis shoe person. Okay, good. Well,
that's good. If you walking around in slides and or open toe shoes, cool.
We're fine with
that. But the minute you start walking around with some closed toe shoes with no socks, get it together, baby girl.
So the car was, she says, I'm not riding a rainbow striped gremlin.
I've never even seen one of those in person.
I know. I've heard about them. I feel like I can picture them looking really bad, like buckets. I've stopped talking to a girl and her toes was her toes were a part of the reason. T-Hawk. Yeah.
Gross, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the movie Boomerang put inside of us. If we weren't already judging women down there, the Hammer Time really made us look at that.
And let me tell you something. That never had an impact on my decisions. I'll tell you what had an impact on my decision. When I saw a girl in high school, because that was the first time I started seeing girls dressing like young women because they're trying to be grown up. Saw a girl wear some heels and the second one was so long. I was like, ugh. And I just from that point on, I was paying attention and I only wanted a certain cut, if you will.
So funny story, guys. CT told me after we were married that he actually prayed that his future wife would have diagonal toes. Like the biggest toe would be the big toe and then it would go down from there. And that's what I have. And he doesn't like when the second toe is bigger. But I remember in my Discord, the gentleman, Natalino, loved second toe being the biggest. Said it makes him want to suck it and everything. So, something different.
Something for everybody.
Something for everybody.
But for me, I prayed since I was a kid. I was like, I want it to go down diagonally. I didn't want them.
That's what I have. Lexi Lex says he was shorter than her, so that's why they broke up. Green Ranger says she always had dirty shoes. Okay. Let's see. Sandy says, thank you. And yes, I broke up with him because we turned 21 and can get in the clubs. That's a cold piece right there. I broke up with a guy because I was going off to college, but my college was only 12 miles from my house. So it was a 30-minute drive. But being in high school, I was like, I can't do a long distance relationship. So we broke up.
I broke up with a girl when I went to college just because I saw some beautiful women at school. I was like, hey, we got to break up. I know I'm not going to be able to stick in this.
You didn't want to cheat.
No.
I give you props for that. That was admirable. Toes are so diverse, though. And toenails. Yes, Miss Cheryl, but he likes what he likes. Look at his face. He likes what he likes. Big toe first. Yes, King James. Suck what? Natalino. Fish behavior. That's funny. Let's see. My prettiest or pettiest. I don't know. My prettiest was she was too cute and she wore lingerie and she was still too cute. Like orgasm face was like, nah, still a baby boy face. She had to go.
Oh, a baby face. And okay, I get it. She looked young.
Okay.
She was cute, like cute as a kitty.
Okay. So you couldn't take her. Okay.
I'll give you that.
Felt like you was doing something illegal with her in the bedroom. I get it.
I'm glad you're getting turned on. Because if you would have, this would be a different conversation.
Right. I broke up with a girl because she overly loved me. I mean, uncomfortably. Oh, she was like, I can picture that. There
was a girl in high school that I went to a homecoming with. Such a sweet girl. very, very aggressive. And she was not bad aggressive, but she was like needy aggressive. And she was gorgeous. She was a sweetheart. She's everything that you would want in a girl, but she was so needy and just like call 1,000. She would call my mother's house 1,000 times. And I was just like, I can't. Like, she just liked me too much.
And I can relate to that because I know we as women, we just want to be loved. We want to nurture. We want to take care of somebody. If somebody shows us a little interest, we grab onto them. And we're like, what do you need? Can I bring you a lunch tomorrow? Can I do this? Can I do that? And yeah, it can be too much. So I get it. I totally get it. Boomerang, that's exactly how it was. She was fine. Couldn't get over her toes. Exactly. What's up, Monty? Welcome to the show.
Love.
She wanted to be in his skin. That's funny. Happy birthday, Sandy. Oh, I got 99 stars for Tanjareen and CT from R.Estradega. Thank you, R.Estradega. Those kisses are just for you. Thank you for sowing seeds into this tangerine tree. My super chat is enabled on YouTube as well as the stars on Facebook. This is number 39 and a possible breakup for CT. Is this the this is the numbers of his petty number, 39? Bowflex says, I had to let a girl go because she hid that she wore a waist trainer because that I thought she was really, really that shape. How long can you date somebody and not notice the waist trainer? Like as soon as you undress her.
As soon as you hug her.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can see it. If you don't know what to look for, you feel it when you hug them. So how far did you get where you made her your girl and didn't know she had a waist trainer? I don't know about that. Let's see. We got somebody.
I stopped talking to a girl one time because I didn't like her phone call etiquette. Like I called her, she picked up the phone and she was talking to people in the background. And then she came back to the phone and she was like, hey, yeah. So yeah. And I was like, click. I don't like that.
And I used to do that because I'm always doing so many things at once. And I'll pick up the phone to be in the middle of something. And then somebody else would do that to me. And I was like, oh, that is annoying. And then he told me he hates it. And I was like, oh, let me stop doing that. So
I told her immediately. And to your to your credit, you stopped doing it.
Yeah, I'm obedient. I listen to you.
You know what's funny? You listen to me.
And then I obey.
No, you don't.
I'm obedient.
You're not. Your voice doesn't even sound like you're obedient.
I'm obedient. It goes up, I'm obedient. Whatever, man. Waist
no response? Whatever, man. Whenever a woman says man in her sentence, that's what she's through.
Whatever,
man.
Waist trainers have a distinctive shape. Yes, they do, Mr. Tripp. Oh, yeah. I have a peeve about phone etiquette as well, Sandy said.
I'll tell you this. I don't care about a woman wearing a waist trainer. I take that back. I don't want you to wear a waist trainer.
Okay.
Be who you are. Ain't no man ever gonna judge no woman about her extra little space in her stomach, man. That's crazy. You putting on a waist trainer is you acting like you ain't like you supposed to fit in with everybody, or you like, I don't want people to, man, forget them people, especially if you mine. You better I will hide your waist trainer. I want you to be out with your waist.
I love it. We were just watching one of the shows that we binged together, and there was a sex scene with a big girl, and everything was everywhere. And I was like, I
liked it.
Yeah. I was like, I know he's over here getting erect because that's his thing.
I wasn't getting erect, but I definitely was looking.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it.
Not that she wasn't erectable, but it's something about this show that it's a great show. The writing is great 80% of the time, but it's something about the show that'll flip on its head where you're like, I can't get it.
The show has male strippers.
Yeah, and it's like some stuff was happening. I'm like, I can't get the heart to any of this show.
And it's on a black cable channel, so y'all know what the show is. We just can't say it because we can't promote shows right now on the strike. Right, be yourself for who you are. Never give in to your fears. Shout out to CT and his body positivity. Yes. Jazzy says, when I was just going into college, I was seeing an older woman that lived by the campus. She was mid-30s, dang, and was heavy trying to get a light-skinned youth. Is he the light-skinned youth?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever notice how waist trainers build up them linebacker shoulders?
Facts. It's like, unless they got some arm and shoulder trainers, you don't need to have a waist trainer on.
And we have a friend who I'm thinking of.
Same.
When you say that, she looks like she should be in the NFL.
Big shoulders, big back.
You have a waste of lies. No waist trainers. King James, what up? Welcome to the bank. Not that show, because that's the female strippers. But yeah, we love that show.
But Yeah, don't wear no waist trainer. Like, not if I will say, if there's a dress that you're like, I can't get in this unless I got this waist trainer on, and you really want to wear that dress, to each his own, you know?
And I will put on a waist trainer if I'm going somewhere and I have like a fupa and I need to be in something tight. But there are girls who will wear it every day with everything. And they will make themselves feel like that's what their body's actually shaped like while they're still eating wild. And whenever I do put it on occasionally, he's like, you don't need that. Pick that off. You don't need that.
Because
so
there are some bigger women who will look at you like, I can't believe her little skinny ass gonna put on a waist trainer. Look at her body, it's already perfect. And she gonna
appreciate that. But I just know how I want to look in pictures. Machiavelli Valentine says, I'm so proud of you too. When I watch you all on TV, family time, I was hoping you would get together. LOL. Oh, Machiavelli, thank you. We were together before family time, but I appreciate that. Y'all just didn't realize it.
Yeah.
You want to go to the guest or do you want to go to memes?
Go to the guest. She's been waiting a long time.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 50. It is Ashley White, shaking, twerking, coming all out of her shell. What's up, boo? What's the shirt say? Big guard.
Big guard. My big titties with the big guard.
Okay, welcome to the show. What's up, Sandy Shavers? Not to be confused with Sandy J. So tell everybody where you're calling from and what is your relationship question or comment for today.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm Ashley from Charlotte, North Kakalaki, North Carolina. Hey. So my question is, how common is it to find your significant partner in the same, like, say, workplace? And also, can it sometimes be really, like, do you feel like they are the one too? Or can it be kind of complicated at times?
So the question is from Ashley in North Carolina. How common is it to find your significant other at your workplace? That's your question?
And end up, like, say, being in a relationship and, like, marriage beyond. Yeah.
Marriage material in the workplace. I would say it's very common because you're at work 40 to 60 hours a day. So you're constantly seeing that person. What?
A week.
Oh, I meant to say a week. Sorry. Thank you. 40 to 60 hours a day would be difficult to do because there's only 24 hours in a day. 40 to 60 hours in a week. And that's why you'll see, and it's really difficult because you might work at some corporation that says you're not allowed to date somebody here. And it's like, well, wait a minute. I'm with this person all the time. And I'm seeing them, and I'm helping them go through hard times. And we're having a commonality of pain as we bond over how much we hate our boss. And we go to lunch together. And I think it just happens. Of course, everybody knows he and I met working together and ended up married years later. So I think it's common. What do you think?
I think it's hard to not fall for somebody that you're working with. However, if you fall for somebody that you're working with, there has to be a way for you to be around them without talking about work and see if y'all still got the connection.
Good point.
Because sometimes it could just be cabin fever and that's why when people get together on movie sets or TV shows or during camp when you were in school, and then after the camp or after the movie or whatever wraps up, y'all break up because it's like y'all just had that.
That's a great point. Summer camp is a great example. That whole movie Grease is based on them falling in love at summer camp.
Loving, having a blast.
Summer loving, happened so fast.
Summer days drifting away, but up goes the summer night.
Oh, well. Tell me more. Hit it, Ashley.
What does she have? I forgot. It's been a lot.
That's one of my favorites.
There's actually going to be, we do themes when we're picketing at the various lots. There's going to be a Grease theme on August 21st. I believe it's at Paramount Studios on Melrose. So we do different things just to give us some morale while we're out there. That should give me the background music again. So yeah, he brought us some, look at her. He brought us some great points. I would like to add to that. We've seen a lot of celebrities fall in love on a movie set when they're at their best. They're making a lot of money. They're in full hair and makeup. They're wearing amazing clothes. Everybody's spoiling them. Would you like another coffee? Would you like this? Can I get you a water? And so they fall in love with the other person who's being treated like that. And then when that movie's over and maybe they're not working for a while, or maybe one of them is working consistently and the other one is broke, they don't stay together. And so Hollywood is different for your answer to your question. But I think a regular job, like if you're a teacher, I don't see it being weird that you fall in love with somebody who's in education, or if you're working in, a factory and you find somebody else who's working in the factory and you guys fall in love. Maybe she's this receptionist at the factory, but this person says it won't work. What Jazzy says, if you work as a garbage person, probably not. Now that's cold.
That's not true. Because you could be
people-
passing a house every week. That's working together, technically.
That's not working together.
Well,
but there's good benefits for people that do sanitation engineering. Do you feel a certain type of way about your significant other after watching a sex scene? Bowflex, we will come back to that question in just a second. Anything else you want to tell us? How's your dating life, Ashley?
So I found out. So I've been volunteering at the Pro-Am games, which is basketball, like professional amateur. So when I ain't gonna lie, whenever I go in there, I feel like I died and went to heaven, because there's some beautiful black men in there. I be like, woo, Lord have mercy. But I'm here for volunteering. But still, I be like, I be seeing some of it, be like, ooh, I died and went to heaven again. I just, woo. Anyway, so one of the guys that he's actually a player for one of the teams, and I volunteered. So we talked. So when I had a table for a vendor where I got to showcase and sell my artwork, and I end up selling one of my artworks to an NBA player that plays for the.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So he came after the game, and he actually trains with kids. And so like he's about my height. So I'm like, he's adorable, but he's my height almost. So
how tall is that?
So I'm 5'7", he's about like, I think 5'6", 5'4". But but I feel like his character and his heart to, especially like dealing with kids and training kids and stuff, I feel like it over exceeds his height. So I feel like.
Listen, don't let that height block your blessing, man. It's a lot of girls that won't even look at a man that's shorter than them or their same height, and they're missing out on somebody that could truly make them happy.
Yeah, and I feel like right now we're like getting to know one another, because he was the one that took interest. Like, look, I really want to get to know you. Like, I really want to like vibe with you, which I was confused. Like, what do you mean vibing? But I didn't ask him like that. But I was like, I guess it meant like, spend quality time face to face and see how y'all feel each other and stuff. So I was like, all right. So now I'm like, okay, he's definitely dope. I'm like, cause like he was shocked how old I was. Cause he's like, damn, you 31, you look good for your age. I'm like, I know I don't look like my age.
He said, I know.
I'm like, I know I don't look like my age. When you pray, drink a lot of water, and mind your business that pays you, I promise you.
So, not mind the business that pays you. Sandy said, wait, a 5'6" or 5'4" NBA player?
No, so the NBA player was, I sold a piece to an NBA player.
Okay, so separate story.
Yes.
No, same story. He just volunteers.
I'm saying it's a different person. Separate story. She sold a piece, but this person that she's interested in is not the NBA player.
Right.
Correct.
Got it.
He's a player, not the NBA player. But yeah.
I listen. I got you.
So, have you gone anywhere with this person, like to go get a coffee or a smoothie?
Not yet, because he is he's training and coaching travel players, like they're 9-year-olds. So they're I know they're traveling to Texas soon. So, but we did talk about hanging out. So like probably after August, a little bit more like when school time, we'll probably have a lot more time. Cause
after August,
don't rush it.
Just to go get I won't say a drink, to go get a juice together.
Let that happen.
This man be training every day with these kids, like every day. Like, I'm telling you, like, I was like, okay, but I was like, you know what?
How old is he?
23.
Ah, you like him young. The last guy was in college. Something about you like him young.
I can't. Well, however, though, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket, though. I'm going to say that.
I was about to say that.
Great.
My basket, because I realized I missed one type of appointment, and I caught myself out of it. I can't say what I want to say, but I missed it.
What's she trying to say?
She had a thing appointment.
Oh, so you was somebody's about to drop that thing off.
And I
okay.
and I psyched myself out of it because I was like, oh my God, why am I having dreams where I did it and then end up pregnant? Like, oh shit, never mind. I psyched myself out of it. I was like, oh my gosh. Now I ain't had none since 7 years. So almost 10. But look now, I know.
You haven't had sex in 10 years?
Almost 10 years. It's like 7 years.
You haven't had sex.
I thought you were waiting for marriage, Ashley. Are you not waiting for marriage anymore?
Look now, I've taken the advice where you can't just settle one thing. You got to feel them. Like
She said, look now, I took an advice.
like
7 years, Ashley?
it's been.
No, Mom, I can't see what you text me. You can send me a DM on Instagram or something, but my phone is up here. I can't read my phone.
Like I
He can't fathom it.
7 years.
He can't go 7 days.
That's
I
a
just
lie.
loudly gasped. 7 heaven. Bowflex called you a cougar. Cougar. Because you like them young. Oh, shoot, Ashley having withdrawals. She likes that young meat. So you're not waiting on marriage.
Woo.
So somebody's probably going to get some from you this year. Is what it sounds like. You're ready.
At this point, it's been too long because 7 years, I can't. It's almost close to 10 years. That's too long. I almost feel like the 40-year-old virgin, except for the celibacy era. But yes, I know. I mean, I got all this ass for days and the titties for days.
So here's the thing, because now everybody's about to be in your DMs, Ashley, because they're like, okay, she's ready to have sex and she's not waiting on marriage. I'm going to say what I think she wants to hear so I can get me some right quick. So I need you to be very careful of who you decide to do this with, because I don't want you to have a lot of feelings for them. And then if it doesn't go any further, your feelings are hurt. So
Correct.
Be careful. If you need to talk to me in the Discord, before you making decisions, I can advise you, because we've done this before. We've helped you out of some relationships before on the show live and in the Discord. But thank you for opening up and letting us know that it's cobwebs down there, and we're going to get those cleaned out for you. But we're going to be careful, because when a woman has sex, the hormone oxytocin secretes. And that is to make them bond with the person, as if they're like breastfeeding a baby. The oxytocin makes the baby and the mom bond. You bond with your husband. But if you're just having sex randomly, the oxytocin's out there and you start to not notice the red flags with the guy, and you start to want to be around him all the time, and you're calling him, you're bugging him, and you're putting up with BS, and you're putting up with less than your worth. So just be careful with that decision, because spirits are connecting, oxytocin is secreted, and a lot can happen. It should be the mailman. Shut up, Jazzy. It should not be the mailman. Weed out the bad ones, Lexi Lex says. Oh, we're going to have a Discord meeting behind this, Bandersnatch says. No disrespect. My number is 917. Shut up, Charles Saunders. That's funny. Oh, cobwebs is crazy, Tangerine. Shut up, Green Ranger. Okay, thank you for sharing that with us. I hope that you guys get to go sit down and have something to drink. But he's 23, so I'm not putting a lot of marbles in that basket, because I feel like you deserve somebody who's a little closer to your age, that has some things going on for themselves and is past the phase of playing games with women and all that kind of stuff. What do you think?
I think you need somebody older. You're 31. You don't need to be dating any man that's under 27 years old.
I don't know why they go after me. I'm like,
because you got a big butt.
You got a really youthful energy. Like, there's nothing about you that I would think says 30 anything. So it's like guys pick up on that kind of stuff.
Lexi Lex says your juice box needs a new straw. Oh, mailmen are great people. She deserves great. Oh my goodness. After 7 years, you need to renew your subscription. Oh my goodness. Y'all are funny. Thank you, Sandy, for telling me that's good advice. Yeah, I agree with CT. Somebody closer to your age. You deserve that. Yep. And like you said, you were in heaven looking at those black basketball players.
Girl.
They in heaven looking at this white girl who's thick. So just choose wisely.
If a basketball player don't like nothing else, it's a white girl with a fat ass.
That's fact.
Realized I got a lot of stares when I was working. I was like, but I was minding my business. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna mind my business. They want to come approach me. They're gonna have to come correct. But yeah. But
imagine talking life over a Capri Sun with a college freshman, bruh. Oh Lord, thank you so much for getting on camera and sharing with us. And I can't wait to hear the updates.
Yes, I definitely will talk to you more, Miss Tanjareen, about this whole situation. I definitely need your advice and everything. So.
Okay, excellent. I'll see you in the Discord today to watch the screening of the new show.
Yeah!
You shaking. She probably be shaking like that at the volunteer place. Bye, Ashley and Leisha. Lord have mercy.
She's the best.
She is the best. Sandy, I was so proud of you for not putting your hand over it this week, but nobody's there now.
Well, that's why I did it right then.
Every day is not every hour if he can't. Every day is not every hour if he can't. Did I miss part of what she said? I don't know. What's up, Reggie Williams? Reggie, where have you been?
Where have you been, Reggie?
It was your birthday, and then we had a show the day after, and I was gonna wish you happy birthday. That was like 2-3 weeks ago, and then I didn't see you in here. But happy birthday, Reggie! 7 years. She gonna be sore the next day. Oh, Charles Saunders says he'll see you in the Discord. Y'all know Charles Saunders from CT Singing Showcase and Tangereen's Top Talent. She says she loves us. Not the volunteer place. Yeah, I did not expect him to be that young. She was so excited about him.
7 years.
Well, yeah, I already knew that about her.
That's crazy.
But I thought she was waiting for marriage until she said she almost had an appointment. I'm like, oh, she's ready.
Yeah, she's ready to get that thing up.
She's ready. I feel like, are we a bad influence?
Ain't nobody trying to hold that thing in?
Well, some girls are. Some girls are, because once you give it up, your mind goes crazy.
But she's missed 7 of her prime youth years to have made mistakes sexually.
That's the thing. Girls be celibate until they get into their 40s, and then they're like, okay, who won it?
Nobody.
It's like, nobody.
You gotta get your little freak years out. You got your prime time years of doing whatever you want to do sexually are 18 until 18 to 31.
People starting at 14, babe.
I'm just giving you this is you making good mistakes.
14 to 41.
To 31. If you are looking to build a family, 18 to 27. And as a man, if you make it to 32 without being married, you're not gonna want to get married.
But if you live in the South, 27 is too old to be. You're married before then.
Yeah, in the South, you married by 23.
Yeah. So your scale is the West Coast scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
West Coast scale. Jazzy says, damn, if I might ask, how old is Ash? She just said she was 31, guys. She's 31. The guy's 23. Didn't expect her to say 5'4". I didn't either, Bandersnatch. That was a shock. 7 years is a lifetime. If she got kids, she trying good on to that. You better use that thing, your CT.
But that's even more.
Leroy Brown, I need you to proofread.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But that's even more of a reason because she lives in North Carolina, and those are normal people years, which meant that by 31, she is old.
She's an old maid. When
the guy said, I wouldn't have thought you were that old, it's like, right, 31 is old in other parts of the country. I forget about that.
Cuzzy Jr., my favorite people in the whole world, still living that toxic life. Hey, you shut up, Cuzzy Jr. We're not toxic. We're having a good time. You missed all our opening arguments today. Autumn Reed says,
read it. I don't have my glasses on.
I was saying that every day is not every hour. If he can't spare 30 minutes for a snack, there's something else going on. Like he's spending time coaching and training those kids' moms.
Hilarious. Woo-hoo! I thought that too. I'm like, why would a 23-year-old not have time until the end of a new month? Before
she said the age, I was going to say, ask him if he's married. But when she said 23, I was like, oh, he's not married. He's just doing other things, and he doesn't have time for her yet. 50 stars from Cuzzy Jr. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this tangerine tree, Cuzzy Jr. Mwah, 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 mwah. Those kisses are just for you. All right, let's read a couple memes, and then we'll get out of here. You have any shows coming up, baby?
No. Oh, Monday, we're doing BT Kingsley's Gimme 5 Live at Flappers Comedy in Burbank.
That's on the 8th, so that's actually Tuesday, right?
Oh, Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes. I'm the moderator of the show Give Me 5 that BT Kingsley hosts and created. He's going to be one of the panelists. I don't know the topic that we're discussing, but it should be awesome to watch it live. We did it before live months ago, and it was amazing. Yes.
Emperor Kev said he got married at 23.
See? And so, what city was that? Emperor Kev is single right now, just so y'all know. So that 23-year-old.
If you 32... This is Braylon. If you 32 and you a male and single, you not getting married, I'm doomed then. I don't have a hint of a girlfriend. I'm telling you, I was, 27 when we got married or when I proposed? I can't remember. Anyway, I remember talking to Bentley, and he was like, yeah, that's a good age, because if you'd have got to about 30, 31, you wouldn't get married. And I was like, that makes sense, because those are usually the years where something begins to happen for you as a man, where you start to get a little bit more stable. Glory be to God, Lord willing.
Amen.
And then you're like, all right, this is who I am. This is the type of life that I want. And now you're fitting somebody into it. And nowadays with apps, like I joke about it every day of my life, but God knew what he was doing. We got together and there were no apps. Life was not easy. You still had to talk to people. You had to leave the house. And if I was single in today's society, never would I be in a relationship, because you can have food delivered to your door.
And vagina.
That's the food that I was talking about.
Oh, and that reminds me. That reminds me that Sunday, CT came to church with me, because you guys don't know that part of me, but I go to church pretty much every Sunday. And CT came with me, and we sat and there was a Taste of Soul fundraiser event at my church. And by the way, I go to white church. So the fact that we had a Taste of Soul was a big deal. So he came and we talked to the people that we were sitting at the table with outside about the fact that we were married before dating apps came out, because we were sitting as people who were trying to find love on a dating app. So you just reminded me that how happy that made me to have you at church with me.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say how happy it was for you to meet me without a dating app.
No.
But also, like, I joke about the apps, but I would be terrified to be on an app and meet up with, because people nowadays don't respect each other in the sense that people will just ghost you without giving you any type of explanation, any conversation, and they'll hide behind catch the hint or
Shanita.
Something, and it sucks. Shanita Morgan.
Hi, Shanita. A man in his 30s to 40s with no children is a hot commodity. But if it's too far in the 40s, it's a red flag to me.
But also, she said it's a hot commodity for a woman.
Yeah.
For a man, he already knows he's a hot commodity because he's avoided all of the BS.
Right. But if I see you getting too old with no kids and no woman, then I'm like, you must think you're all that. Or women are seeing too many red flags in you, because somebody should have chose you and had you settled down by now.
You can't choose a man. The man has to choose you. That's where power comes.
And that's why I said that he thinks he's all that.
He's right though. If there are, I think the average in real life, I think there's like 100 women for every man. I think that's the average.
That's probably what you're banking on in life, but I don't know.
No, I mean, I just happen to be blessed to become born a man. But it's like that's what you have per man. So if you know that you're gonna run into 100 or more women, you don't have to change anything because you're a commodity. So you're gonna go your whole life without trying to have no kids. Then you get 50 and you be like, all right, I think it's time. Let me get this little 25-year-old. Bam.
Lord have mercy. We were talking to somebody at the church, Taste of Soul, who was, did she say 61?
She's 62.
62. She's on a dating app now because her and her husband were divorced, and he's with somebody who's 20 years younger than them now. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty typical. That's pretty typical. Shout out to Church Lady Pat and her non-vanilla activities. What's up, Autumn?
Oh, you told, yeah, Autumn was in the headset when Tanjareen and I were talking about the woman after church.
Ah, okay. I say if I was dating today, I'd be single. Tank is married happily, y'all.
I'm telling you, yo, these people out in this dating game, they are rude to one another. I'm so glad to not be in these streets.
I'm glad you're not in the streets also.
I mean, you would be a murderer out in these streets. You'd be a hot commodity.
I would.
And
no kids.
All your dates would be the best because they'd be like, oh, you want to go hiking? Yeah, let's go hiking.
Yes.
You want to get a smoothie? Yeah, let's get a smoothie. Oh, you want to go to the beach? Oh, I haven't been to the beach in a while. Let's go to the beach.
You want to take a trip?
Let's go take a trip.
Let's get on a plane. I'm TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like I'm just going to be somebody's sugar daddy one day. Okay, Breland.
Breland, let me tell you something.
DMs are open.
I knew you were going to be somebody's sugar daddy the first time you popped in to shoot my shot.
Shoot your shot, and he said he was an engineer. It's like, oh.
When you said you were an engineer and you were single, I'm like, there's no way that you're not going to end up tricking on some poor decision-making young lady.
He probably does already. The beach is fun. It should be Broadway from Monopoly. I don't know what you're saying, Leroy, but let me see. The no kids thing is not a flag for me at all. So many reasons why people don't have children. Sandy J, that's beautiful. Okay, so now we're out of time. Let me just read one or two really quickly.
Let's do two.
Let's see. This one is number 5. Yes, number 4. Okay. This is from Six Brown Chicks on Instagram. This is supposedly real from an anonymous person who wants advice. It says, Lance is in mortuary school. He'll be in the funeral industry and business is good in Houston. He's funny, sexy, but bites my butt a little too hard in bed. His apartment walls are painted black and he likes to wear long black tape to bed. Recently, he's been painting his face red as well. I feel like I'm with a vampire. I fear him when we're in bed, but he spends good money on me. He tells me he's serious and wants to settle down with me. I'm crazy about him, but I'm not ready to die for love. Am I overreacting? Oh, he bites my back too. What do you think? He's in mortuary school. He paints his face red. His walls in his place are black. He bites her back. He bites her butt.
Well, first, baby girl, you're dating the Undertaker.
Shout out to wrestling.
He is clearly demented. These are demons this man is dealing with. Who wants to work with dead people, bro? And you curious as to why he keep biting your butt so hard?
Oh, but she likes him. She's into him, and the sex is good when he's not biting her.
Well, first, has she communicated that she doesn't want her butt bit?
I know. I feel like when you don't like something sexually, and we've talked about this in a previous episode, you need to tell the person so they can stop doing it and they can actually please you in the way that you like.
I remember first.
Okay.
I remember when me and Tej got together, and like one of the first times I was like, she was like, hey,
don't do that.
I don't like that.
Don't
I
go
was
in
like,
there.
oh, you don't like that? And she was like, no. And I was like, all right. And you just learn the things that people don't like.
And that's important because if I didn't say anything and just be like, oh, and you would keep doing it every time, I'd be like calling my friends like, this is terrible. Not that sound. Let me see. She's smashing who?
She's smashing who?
Nosferatu? I don't know how to say it.
I don't know.
That's probably like an anime character.
That's a very funny name.
This is not a vampire. She's dating Kane from WWE.
She's dating Kane.
He should quit it with all the biting. I agree. Let's see. I completely agree. Understand. I had the same experience and now I take it as a blessing. Cheryl's talking to Sandy. Oh, he about to put her 6 feet deep. Dexter style, Tank says. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Y'all both missed the mark. She's saying...
Gangrel from Attitude Era. Good reference.
Good, Jazzy. Hey, mortuary service is extremely lucrative. It's 6 figures plus income. I was about to say that, Autumn Reed. My friend, when I was growing up, was studying to work and to become whatever it's called, a mortician, I guess. And I was thinking, man, that's genius because people are going to die.
They're always die.
And you pay a lot of money when people die. So I was like, that is genius. It's not what I would want to do, but there's so much money in it. I think it's smart. Oh, it's from SpongeBob. Got it. Thank you, Miss Cheryl.
Oh.
All right, let me read one more. It's already 2 minutes after. Let's go to... I'm going to read 2 more because I put the star by this one. This one is number 2. What you doing? Stretching?
Stretch my shoulder.
All right, this one says, married for 10 months. We have a blended family. I have an 8-year-old girl, Charlie. She's pudgy and wears glasses. She's in her awkward stage. Her stepsisters are tall and slim like her dad. One is 11, the other's 13. The 13-year-old called my child fat. My husband allowed it and got mad at me because I stepped in. He said he wanted Charlie to stand up for herself. Well, the 13-year-old told Charlie to stop eating everything in the house. Charlie snapped, quote, "Are you the food police? Do you know Jesus loves everybody but you? He put your mama in the ground, you skinny, but you should say less because you are less," end quote. Mind blown emoji. My husband accused me of teaching Charlie to disrespect his child. And then he said, quote, "Check that little fat B or y'all can leave," end quote. I gathered Charlie and we stormed out. He didn't call me or follow. It's been 3 weeks. Is my marriage over? Did I do the right thing? Advice. Woo! Got your kid roasting the stepkids.
Let me tell you something.
She got her good.
If you are in a relationship and you don't hear from your spouse,
marriage.
I just gave it a spouse, but if you don't hear from your husband or wife, and anytime, if you don't, you know what? I'm gonna stall them out. I'm gonna give you 10 hours. If you don't hear from your spouse in 10 hours of any day, relationship over.
As in Latasha said, finished.
Unless they're on an 11-hour flight. But let me tell you
Other than that.
Come on.
3 weeks. So first of all, you're telling me as my new husband,
New.
your kid can talk mess about my kids, and you say that's cool. They need to learn to stand up for themselves. But when my kid fights back,
Now it's a problem.
now I got to get out the house, and you ain't called me. It's been almost a month.
Also, it's a problem if this man could just kick you out of the house. That's the first thing I'm thinking about.
Latasha said, "Why would you want to go back?" That's a good point. That's a father. Now that's a father not worth being around who bullies their children.
Yeah.
Hands will be thrown in the future by them kids. Oh, they're definitely gonna fight.
Oh yeah, they should.
They're definitely gonna fight
Because they need to find out who's gonna run the house.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nope, not cool. Okay, let's read the last one and then we'll get out of here. This one I thought was kind of fun. And I'm need you for this one, baby, after we finish. This one says, Janice, an older lady with big eyes, soft mahogany skin, and large breasts, is our church marriage counselor. When my wife and I had issues, I'd book us an appointment to speak with Janice. Her raspy voice was sexy and soothing. Soon I started visiting Janice without my wife. Janice and I are having an affair now.
Of course.
The sex is amazing, except Janice talks in bed and she sounds just like Wheezy Jefferson. She says, "Get it, Kenny." And I laugh, my peen goes soft. She thinks I'm impotent and refuses to see me again. She brought me so much joy. Help. And then they added the doggone picture of Wheezy Jefferson.
Do you know how embarrassing that has to be for an older woman to think that you have these issues and stop seeing you?
Oh.
She the one with the raspy voice.
Because you was fine until she started doing the sex talk.
She's talking during the sex and in the sleep, and she left you.
Oh, them rough voiced women be fired, Guy Tripp says. That would turn you off too?
Yeah, I don't do that with the voices.
Give it to me, CT.
I don't even like certain moans. Like if I...
Is that we're moving on up? Yes, Sandy, exactly. Guess that food get delivered by someone else, Tank says. That must be reference to something else. That's so embarrassing, Jordan Taylor says. Emperor Kev is laughing. Stop, Sandy J says. All right, so yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys for now. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Good episode.
Yes, great episode.
We'll see y'all next week.
Let me know in the comments what your favorite parts were, what part I should make a clip for on Instagram. Make sure to leave a comment underneath YouTube because right now you've only been in a live chat, which goes on the side of it.
Topic of the day, or title of the episode is, what was your pettiest breakup reason?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was sexy at first. Now you can't get Wheezy out your head. Exactly. Hey, Monty. Again, Xavion, y'all better take these sounds. Miss Cheryl must have one of them voices. Y'all better take these sounds and get it however you gonna get it, man. Get a ball gag and take Wheezy to the cleaners. Autumn Reed is about solutions. Get a ball gag and go ahead and smash. But he's so limp, she ain't calling him no more.
That's the thing. She ain't calling him.
What's up, Patrice? Thanks for tuning in. We're leaving now.
George.
Oh, this was great. Thank you, Sandy J. Tell a friend. We'd love to have more live views. You got any shows coming up?
Nope.
All right. See you in my Discord in the supporter room. You need to be in the supporter room, which means you're a member of my Patreon and you're part of Team Reed, and you're going to watch 2 of my new TV show episodes. I love you, baby. Let's do another screenshot with my head not cut off. 1, 2, 3, cheese. 1, 2, 3, cheese. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay, bye, you guys. You're going to hit the button. I was in here like I keep forgetting my messages don't work on YouTube. I wonder why.